Hey, my friends, how are you? Told you I'd be back with another album. And this time, this is featuring, sorry, it's so hard with one hand, featuring August 2016. Yes, 1 month in one album. Well, as I mature in my scrapping and as I notice that I have too many albums and not much space, I am taking a different approach with my scrapbooking. I mentioned to you many times, and you've seen in my shares, that I'm now using peekaboos and flip-flaps to add more photos onto a page. I take fewer photos these days. I still want to document what's important, but I really don't have the space or really the desire to make so many pages for one event. So what you'll see here is a mix of stuff that's been done years ago and stuff that I just did. And as I go, like I said, fewer albums, fewer pages. I'll feel so much better when I know that upon my death, my children won't be burdened with way too many albums. Says the girl who has 112 almost complete albums, right? So, yeah, good luck with that. But let me go through so that this doesn't take too long. Again, August 2016. This is obviously in another scrapbook that I don't think I have... No, I haven't completed yet, so I'll show you that when it's done. But this is the continuation of a random day at a farm that we went to in August 2016. So it looks better when you see the two pages together, but here's one side of it. Cute little things such as folding up that, a few little staples. I love these Tim Holtz words. That's that. And then this one, I don't know why. I had this unfinished for so long. And then I finally said, just do the darn thing. Who cares? I don't know why I overthink stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, but boy, do I ever overthink stuff. Added some nice, do you call that ribbon? Yes. Ribbon and some nice, I was going to say, or burlap. It's a kind of a bit of both. Burlap ribbon. And I did some nice burlap letters, Best Buds Forever. Very old, yet also super cute embellishments. And that's it. It was August. It wasn't fall yet, but I used a fall Simple Stories package for that. So that's done. Not much to say. This one I absolutely adore. I seem to really love my grid layouts, and this one's no exception. So that's that. Nothing much to say other than I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 photos per double page, and I love that. So that's done, and just little embellishments here and there, little frames. Punched out a couple of these and called it done. Actually, this one was finished already, so this isn't something I just completed. This one is something I just completed, and I love it. It's really cute to me. I love the colors, and I don't know, it's just cute, and it's done. Oh, what I wrote here was kind of true, and we can all relate to. Every time we turned around, I found yet another perfect spot to take photos. I happily snapped away while my two favorite little humans smiled at me, hugged each other, and just made my mama heart happy. Yeah, that was a good day. Wasn't always the case that they happily took photos, but they did this day for mama. I made this. I really like it. These were already cut out, but I popped every second one on a pop dot because there was way too much white space in that section. And then I just added some twine. I like it. It's cute, and it's done. This one was also done, and I mentioned to you many times before that even during an event, sometimes I just take out photos of one subject and do something that has nothing to do with the event. I've said it many times. So here I just took out photos of Juliana, and I said Juliana was so much like me, which is why we often butted heads. She was a real homebody and preferred to stay in her comfy house with her cat and computer over anything else. That was also my favorite thing. We were twins. So true. So, so true. Little cutie pie. And then this is where I used strips from a 6x6 pad, which is a great way to use up 6x6 pads. This page I love. This is a wood grain that I recently picked up at Michael's, believe it or not. They've got some new sets out. I mean, they have hardly anything for scrapbooking, but they have these cute sets, and they had one buy one, get one free, or half price or whatever. So did that. And I like the colors. Everything's coming out of my son's outfit pretty much. Like the color choices. And check these out. These are ancient, cute little dimensional embellishments that I got to use. They worked perfectly for this. I love this page. I don't know what it is about it, but I just love it. What did I write here? Okay, so this, again, just to show you what the journaling can be. This has nothing to do with what we were doing. I just wrote, I absolutely loved having babies and toddlers and never wanted that stage to end. Even when times were tough, when Juliana couldn't settle down to sleep, when baby Anthony was suffering from colic, when both my babies were crying inconsolably and in unison, but my goodness, was life ever wonderful now. Every stage, what I'm trying to say is every stage has beautiful parts and horrible parts. They're now 13 and 15, so far so good, thank goodness. Anyway, that's that. Oh, this one's a fun one. So now we move into Friday, August 19th. We went to the Toronto Zoo with very good friends of ours that we had hung out with at the cottage, which you'll see from my travel albums when that's done. And my friend has 3 children, and it turned out really cool because, so her oldest is older, but her daughter went to school with my daughter, same class, son with my son, same class. It turned out perfectly. So there's just a cute little zoo page. Oops. And then just them being adorable. And what I really like about this page is all these not rub-ons, they were clear stickers that are so thin you cannot even see the outline. I love them. I don't know where they're from. Aren't they nice? Oh, I love them. I don't know where they're from, but I want more. They're adorable. I don't even remember what brand they are. I feel like they might be Mombi. I'm not sure. But look, they're perfect. I don't like those ones where you can see the outline around them. Those ones bother me, but these are awesome. So there's that. Pink, yellow, and green. I think they look perfect together in this layout. Then again, I pulled out another series of photos just of my daughter. I took a lot of pictures. Again, if this were today and I was scrapping this today, I wouldn't do this as much. I would have had this and the other. Oh, wait. I am speaking nonsense because the other one was a different place. No, so I couldn't have done them together. Okay, but if it was the same event and I were doing this, I would have used flip-flaps to just put, or peekaboos again, to just put them all together and then do my layout. And this is one that I haven't done a lot, this look, but I think I'm going to again. And here I journaled on a little tag. What did I journal? A little poem about a daughter that I found online. A daughter is God's way of saying, thought you could use a lifelong friend. How perfect. Juliana was my best friend. So that's all I did there. Again, this thing, when I fold it up, I like that. I'm going to do that. And you have to be careful if the paper on the back, the B or A side, whatever it is, doesn't work, then this might not work. But it works when it's pure white, and in that other case that I showed you, it was perfect. Then I have this very grassy and cloudy page, which is adorable. What did I write? Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Admiring all those interesting animals can get exhausting and make you hungry. Everyone was famished, so we ordered everything on the menu. This is not even a word of a lie. Everything. Fries with gravy, poutine, hot dogs with cheese, hamburgers, ketchup only, cheeseburgers, slushy and cherry lime mixed. We definitely overdid it this time. Tammy, the kid's mom, and I were so pissed after this because the kids were so hungry, and then we ended up getting rid of a lot of the stuff that we couldn't really walk around with in this heat. So, yeah, that wasn't fun. This is cute. These foam letters. They might have been Amy Tangerine. I don't know. This was a while ago. But I really like them here. And I like these little thin strips of these cute flowers. There. Cute. By the way, I have another album completed as well, but I'll do a separate video because we're already almost at 11 minutes. And look how much more I have. Yikes. Okay. Maybe I won't talk as much. I'll just flip. Squares. Animal print. This one I love. Again, not much to say other than I talked about our history with this family when we met. All that good stuff. I love it. This again is one of those stickers where you cannot, for the life of you, see where it starts or ends. Love it. Next page. Okay, can you tell I just did this one? Here is one about Simply My Sweet Son. And it is called Feeling Silly Today. And I talked about it. Anthony's favorite color was yellow and his favorite character was Silly SpongeBob SquarePants. So the shirt from Tia Sonia was perfect. We often watched the show together. The kids enjoyed it much more than we did. Dave and I got a kick out of their bursts of laughter and smiles. So, nothing to do with the zoo. And look, I got my flip-flops in. I say it all the time. If I had more photos that I could have put here, then obviously I would have. In this case, I did not. But that's okay, because look. And again, I could have... Oh, I did some more journaling. Oh, yeah. SpongeBob had some funny sayings, but my favorite quote of his was always follow your heart unless your heart is bad with directions. Great advice from a funny-looking little guy who lives in a pineapple. Just something to remember, you know, in the future when we look through this album, right? It has nothing to do with anything of the day, but I like that kind of journaling. And as you will notice, yeah, I journal pretty much every page. Here's a cute one, and I remember this journaling vividly because when I look at this photo and I look at this photo, it made me think of how times had changed since I was a kid. The cameras my parents used were not digital. The video games we played were simple and two-dimensional. We talked, not texted. We listened to music on Walkmans, not Wi-Fi. Times had changed, but thankfully, the most important thing stayed the same: friends. This one's lovely. I do like a lot of white space in my layouts, like this, instead of a color. So some might think it looks unfinished. I love it. So there's that. We're still on the zoo, guys. So where the wild things are, this is some old as dirt paper and letters from Creative Memories 150,000 years ago. But I love using old stuff. Then I have, now that Kathy alerted me to a very good deal on a die cutting machine. So now I'm able to use dies that I had before on a bigger machine, bigger and better machine. And that's what these are. I made these cool leaves myself. I love them. And here's the sweet layout, which has, look at this. See, this is what I like. This is what I like. Yes, this is what I always want to be doing now. So the main picture on top, the cutest one. Have a nice little panda picture, a scary snake, another panda, and zebra. Look, see how many I got to use? This side I only did one extra. So some horses, hippo, and some weird ocean creature. These are old. Whoever remembers them from Creative Memories, let me know down below, along with these little loons and these feet. And again, more of these. Check it out. There's no reason for these to be... Oh, wait. Is there only one? Yeah. No. What happened here? Hold on a second. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I only had one here. That's fine. But I'm back to two here. I was going to say maybe, what was I going to say? Lost my train of thought. Anyway, These are pictures that I like to have, but I don't need front and center, which is why I adore this. Now, this zoo has a splash pad, so we went, not we, the moms sat in the shade, and these guys went for a little swim because we were all starting to get really cranky. Toronto Zoo, for anybody who's been, it's like you walk forever and then see animals here and there. I don't like it. I'm glad we're not necessarily going back anytime soon. Kids aren't into it. I'm done with it. But we have the memories of it then, which is great. Okay, so now that takes us to a day at Grandma and Grandpa's, Sunday, August 21st. Grandpa had recently had surgery, so we went to see him. And the first thing the kids wanted to do, of course, was pop onto the four-wheeler. So there they are. We were cold, so Grandma gave the kids some warmer clothes. Oops. Hold on. Maybe that goes first. Yeah. So again, I said it before. Oops. I could always have put more pictures underneath. Hold on, guys. Underneath, if I had any more that I wanted to put there, but I didn't. So if you want to be very economical with your flip-flap/peekaboos, that's what you would do. So there's that. Then I had these. I could have cut them smaller and put them on those flip-flops, but then I'd not have all the stuff I actually want in those pictures. So here I just did like this and like this. And I used very old, these are corrugated cardboard letters with like stripes, lines, whatever you'd call that. And these are so old. Tell me if you have these as well. They are Brad's, and they're perfect for a page like this. And this is a paper I've been holding on to for a long time because I couldn't really find a perfect use for it. So there you go. It's like an embossed with arrows, and the green was perfect. So that's done. Muddy Buddies having fun. Then we're still at that same day. Just a pretty little layout. Again, flip-flap/peekaboos would have been lovely here, but it didn't work. I used my puffy Simple Stories, my favorite alphas there, and this was something that I recently picked up at Scrapfest, that little bag that I showed you guys for $1. Perfect. This is a cute one. I used a lovely blue wood grain, and it went with Uncle Mike's shirt perfectly. And then I used one of those Simple Stories, you know, those little collections. I used almost all the pieces from it on this page. This, that. And then I just did a few, look at that scenery, beautiful. A few little peekaboos just at the edges here. My in-laws will be moving soon from this place, so no more farm. They're moving into a regular neighborhood now, which is even further from us. Okay, what did I write here? Just about Anthony liking the animals pretty much, so that's cute. That takes us to now, Tuesday, August 23rd. We went, what did I write here? We tried our best to squeeze as much fun out of summer as we could, so we spent this sunny afternoon at a cool pirate-themed water park at Dundas and Trafalgar. The best part of it was the company, the Camillaries and the Reeds. I met Danielle when our kids were babies. It might have even been perfect. Good for me to know. You won't care, but I do. Just fun summer colors. And I had finished this one a while back. And here is one. I really like this look. So I think I'm going to do a bit more like this. 3 and 2. And I use my big white letters there for Michael's. This was done before, so this is old paper, really old paper. That's that. I love this. Guys, check it out. I had a layout in mind, and I knew that I wanted monkeys. And I couldn't find any stickers or any packages that would work for me, so I asked my dear Kathy, there she is, if she could kindly cut me out some monkeys and vines. And this is what she came up with. I absolutely love them. So I had them sitting around for over a year or even more. and I finally used them, and I put Monkeying Around, Little Cuties, and it was just perfect. I added these little bananas from Creative Memories from 100 years ago. Isn't it cute? I love it. I literally love that page so much. So thanks, Kathy. Now I can make my own. Even though that was from your electric die cutting machine, I think, right? Now, here's a page that took me forever. And it's funny because we're not at a beach, and it a little bit bugs me that I used shells and this kind of stuff because it isn't a beach, but I love it. I love how it turned out. I used flip flaps again. I was going to do some more journaling, but I didn't know what to say, so I just left it. And then I just printed out a silly little poem about summer that I found online. But the coolest part of this page for me is that I used these. I bought these at Scrap Fest. I just put them in a little bag and out of their packages. Bought this at Scrap Fest, but look what I made out of them. So from that to that to that, aren't they pretty? To that, and even letters, chipboard letters, I painted up. I added these little beautiful stones and my glossy accents, and I'm so pleased with how that turned out. So basically I used, like I said, this, which I bought at Scrap Fest, little seedlings. They're stunning. I love them. And this awesome thing here, glossy accents. So if you haven't played around, I mean, that's the extent of my mixed media, really. But if you haven't played around with stuff like that, I say go for it. It was so much fun. And they dried pretty quickly. Like, aren't they cool? I love that you see a few little stones here and there. They're just, that dimension is just what this page needed. So again, it doesn't really go with the park, but it worked. So now I know that I will use them for beach pictures for sure. Did I show you this? Yes, the kids just being cute. So there's that. I'm almost done, guys. Again, I pulled out just pictures of my little funny man. This sweet little man of mine was blessed with the best sense of humor, and I loved it. So did the other kids. They thought he was hilarious. He is hilarious. So, my little cutie who just graduated from grade 8. I can't believe it. But there he is. There's that layout. Love it. And then that takes us to this. Just another grid layout. Nothing special. The colors are pretty. And there's a cute little banner I made. That's about all that's noteworthy about that. This is different for me because why? Why do you think? There is no journaling, and I am perfectly fine with it. If I don't need to journal, I won't. And it just, I didn't need it here. I wanted to have this nice title, and I did something with these cutouts. So let me give you the overview. That's it. Who needs, like, you don't need to say something about everything, really. I love these cutouts. I've had them in my stash forever, and it was a big sheet, and I just cut it like this just to go across the 2 pages. That's that. And it takes me to the last page of this album. Very, very plain, it seems to me. I don't find this one super exciting, but it's the beginning of a day when my dad joined us at Grandma and Grandpa's. So Grandma and Grandpa are on my husband's side. And Nono and Nona are on my side. So that, and then I love this. Here I used a lot of flip-flops again. So when you see the other book, you'll see the same thing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 26 pictures per double page. That is what I'm going for lately. And more you will see my album shares like that. Guys, what else can I say? Nothing. That's all there is for this album share. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment down below. If you haven't yet subscribed, I never ask you this, but please do. What are you waiting for? Come on. I got more stuff coming up for you if you're interested. That's it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I think tomorrow morning I might be posting another video with another album that I need up on my shelf. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you so much. Ciao for now.